Okay, should be streaming. Just waiting for YouTube to load so I can check the sound level. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Okay, should be streaming. Just waiting for YouTube to load so I can check the sound level. Sounds good. Okay, do let me know if it's not loud enough. I'll just wait for more people to hop in before I get into this proper. I'll just be drawing shit in the meantime. This is nice, sir. So this is a very opportune time to start the stream actually, because we've had this nice breakout on Bitcoin, finally making a high, even though it got basically dart mauled right away. Let's see this. Holy shit. Yeah, so this is the liquidation engine where if you had say a stop right below here, you would be stopped out. So in my eyes this looks good because they already tried to stop out longs, so they're gonna want to continue. I did go long in this region, although my stops are much lower just because I also went long over here, so I've just been waiting for the real move to come. This is because I saw Ethereum breaking out a couple days ago. It is already yeah, like 5 days ago. So Ethereum is essentially front-running BTC right now, which is very interesting. It's the same as over here. Yeah, let's overlay it just so we can see it. Or it's frickin' compare BTC USD. What? BTC USD from, say, Coinbase. Did I fuck up? Yeah, I fucked up. I wanted to do it on this chart. BTC USD from Coinbase. So on daily, Ethereum started moving harder sooner. Did it? Not really. Fuck's sake. I thought we were front running like a couple days ago. I remember wrong. It's always nice to confirm to make sure if you are having a shitty bias. A lot of background noise on the mic. Okay, let me put the mic closer to my mouth, even closer to it. This is an old mic, so I'll be getting a better, newer mic if I start doing this on the regular. Okay, so overall, even closer. Let's puts it even fucking closer. Overall, the trend is up. We just broke out from this ascending triangle. Hopefully we keep going and this is not a fake out. I'm currently long on Bitcoin and Ether, and I want to look at the rest of FTX to see how it reacted to this Bitcoin move. So, Theta, it's in an uptrend. It didn't make any new lows. We can even draw a trend line over here, I think. It can be approximate. We don't really give a damn by, about being too precise when drawing trend lines, which is why I just use these channels instead. I just don't want to be too precise. I want to capture what's going on, not have 3 precise touches that then get invalidated and mean nothing. Makes literally no difference where you put the mic. Okay, so I'll just be more comfortable, put it on the fucking table. Get a better mic for the next stream. FTT. Nothing over here, just a giant range. So, this is interesting. Maybe something like this over here. We can just ignore this wick. So, support on the previous highs. So just place your bids over here. If we get a close below, that means it's invalidated, and what you want is new highs, of course, so somewhere up there. Who cares? The targets, it's gonna show itself later. This is very primitive, very simple, and we've seen previously that this can get invalidated, like over here specifically. I remember this because this was right after the Binance ad, and it got invalidated for something like a week. Yeah, but that turned out to be something akin to a wick of spring. Yeah, so same setup right here. Anyways, I would place stops below these lows, but only watching for the close, right? If it's just a wick, then that's not, don't get stopped out on that. So either place a wider stop or do a mental stop, like watch it before the close. Cardano, kind of messy. As if I had a few. Let me turn on the sound before the close. Cardano. I don't hear much noise in the background. Let me. Kind of messy. Discard audio input. As if I had a few. Let me turn on the sound before the close. Yeah, that's actually my PC in the background. I don't know why it's fucking with the noise. Let me. Kind of messy. Discard audio properties. As if I had a few. Let me turn on the sound before the close. Yeah, that's actually my PC. Oh god. I don't know why it's fucking with the noise. Let me. Kind of messy. Okay, we're good. No, yeah, it's actually my PC in the background. I'll just get noise reduction and shit for the next stream. So we do this proper. This is like the first stream after 2 years or something, so you'll have to forgive me for not giving a shit. I think that's gonna be the theme of these streams in general. Um, this is just a nasty wide flag in my eyes. It's still an uptrend until we make lower lows. I'm not looking for any shorts. An exception to this was Sexcoin, as I call it, or Swipe. This one had a bunch of fundamental drivers for going down, such as an incoming mainnet and some token airdrops on Binance. So when I saw this symmetric triangle breakdown, I wanted to see a lower high, and I shorted that. And now I expect to get like scammed to the upside because it's that kind of market, but nevertheless I'm shorting. I'm looking for this right now as the first major support. I might change the target later. It's nothing too specific right now. So let's go over these indexes, because that's what is interesting to us. We gauged already that Bitcoin and Ethereum are bullish. They are in uptrends. Now we want to see what the other altcoins are doing. So broke out from a flag about 3 days ago, looking very good. These are the majors. We could see this individually on Tron as the leader of the pack in this case. They probably have some fucking scammy announcements or something. I don't know. I never follow the fundamentals of stuff. Unless it's an exception, really. Like SXP, those were just a consensus of multiple fundamental factors that just popped in. I saw it and I just had to take the trade because mainnets are usually dumping seasons, you know. I don't think I've seen a bullish airdrop. Like after the airdrop, it's always a shit show. Before the airdrop, sure, that might be a cause for buying pressure and uptrend, but the airdrop itself is always bearish. Always bearish. Midcap, holy shit. Okay. Come on. This is like almost parabolic. Fuck's sake. I don't want to see this. This is too much. This is too much, man. I mean, we've had a bunch of tests on the way up, which is good, which is very important. We've tasted everything on the way up. It's just been so quick. So this is mostly the bigger coins on Binance, and these are like smaller coins overall. Stuff like Zilliqa and such. So it's even more volatile and even more parabolic, really. Let's just draw some bullshit over here. It's got it doesn't have that much value, but yeah, this doesn't have any value. Let me just remove it right away. We are reacting to this Bitcoin move a bit, but not much at all. I can't even draw trend lines over here. But we are retesting these levels very nicely. This is something you want to see. Always when you make a new high, you retest it. So this is essentially a retest of this previous high. This is very good. The moment we stop seeing these, that's the exhaustion. So if I go back to Bitcoin, is the best example. Shit. Logarithmic. Right, so always remember this one here instead. See, this one didn't get retested. The all-time high break. And then when we did get retested, it was like from this tiny flag over here instead. So if I go and do this, it's gonna be the same level. Right, so tested, then stop testing, just broke out. That was the exhaustion. Okay, now that we got a bunch of levels from the previous bull run, did they help? Not really. Let's continue with privacy coins. Now that we know that this is in an uptrend, it's retesting previous levels, which is good. This is kind of like confirming the uptrend for now. It already got bought up. Bitcoin's up a couple percent. This shit the bed and recovered immediately. This is very bullish, very good. Privacy coins. Moving to the all-time highs of when it was launched on FTX. A fairly arbitrary number, but it does show you that privacy coins are lagging behind the rest of the market, because they opened this index like on the February top, and then everything shit the bed in March and in the beginning, in the end of February, right? So if we look at mid, it's gonna be the same over here, right? This is when the privacy coins launched, and now everything's recovered from there. Big altcoins are lagging, right? They haven't recovered the highs. They are weak in comparison to smaller caps. So it was smaller caps leading, then mid caps, and now it's gonna be large caps, right? So with the exception of Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? So you want to be in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and very likely the large caps, because they are the least overextended, where shitcoins are quite overextended by now. I would be looking for a position in these big altcoins. Privacy coins, when they make a new high over here, this is kinda like a triangle, like a pennant. It's getting ready to pop to the upside, so that's gonna be the time for Zcash, for Monero, for all these privacy shitcoins. Exchange tokens. Okay, same situation basically as privacy coins and big altcoins. They've been lagging behind the smaller caps. but it is a slow, careful uptrend. You would just have underperformed the market until now. So, Dragon Index, that's the Chinese shitcoins. This is specifically only Chinese coins. I think there's stuff like VeChain and other garbage like that that I don't know the fundamentals of whatsoever. But neither does anyone else, so yeah, who gives a care? It's in an uptrend. Uh, it's like it's somewhere in the vicinity of the mid cap, mid perp. So they're looking good, not too overextended. Link, okay. Link looks just crazy. It just never stopped looking insane. I don't know, man. And versus Bitcoin is just being such a tough hold. I just couldn't hold on to it. The retraces have been always too deep. They just stopped me out. This is just an army of relentless people holding on to it forever, essentially. I don't know how substantiated the news are, but I did read today that the developers have finally started dumping their coins. We should look at how much and how often they're selling, right? Because that's what matters. 500,000 link every week. This has been happening, which is fine, because the market's clearly absorbing it. Blah blah blah. Nobody gives a damn. $4 million link has been sold in the last 90 days. So this is all just the addresses. This is not about who has been doing it. It's probable these belong to the Chainlink devs. I really like that they are absolute in the statement just to make it clickbaity over here. And then they say inside the article that it's probable. I really hate journalists like these. It's a complete dipshit move. They seem to be moving 500,000 link every day. So my question is, how much link do the devs hold? And I don't know that. So I cannot say, holy shit, people hate this tweet. That's nice. I cannot say with certainty how much this means. Honestly, at this market cap, it's not that much in terms of supply. So it might be a Charlie Lee type of situation, where for the context, Charlie Lee said that he is divesting all of his Litecoin because it keeps him from looking objectively at the project, blah blah blah. And he did this at the exact top. I think he basically created the top in 2017 or early 18? Was it essentially Charlie Lee dumped on the project? Now he has no skin in the game, and if you notice, Litecoin hasn't moved um, much in terms of fundamentals ever since. Like there were talks of Mimblewimble, anonymity, yada yada, but I just don't see it holding as much traction as it used to. It hasn't even recovered these February highs, so it's even lagging behind the other large caps, which is no good, man. It's evolving into this into digital silver, really, because silver has been lagging behind gold for decades, and it's just the weaker laggard in the relationship. Gold has been trending up for months and months, and silver only just barely caught up now. Why would you be holding the laggard when you can be holding the leader instead? So from a trader's perspective, unless you can see some very strong short-term trades on Litecoin, I would rather be looking at other large caps to trade and not Litecoin. Especially since the moves themselves are weaker than they're gonna be in the other large caps. And you've got the chances of buying a lagger and just no thank you. Yeah, so Link for now, still an uptrend. Flagging right now actually. If it breaks up and we continue on going up until I see some kind of proper distribution. It's an uptrend, dude. It's an uptrend, and the market hasn't reacted to the TrustNodes article almost at all. It might be too early or something, but just not much there yet. Tezos, a large cap. We can call this something like a pennant or such. It's above long-term resistance. So this is what you want to see, right? If we compare it to Litecoin, this is still overhead resistance. All of this. Whereas Tezos already has it behind it. It can just keep going into price discovery now. It's an uptrend. It broke through the resistance, and most likely it's gonna keep going. So let's try even cleaner on a lower time frame, dude. So what's the setup like? You want to buy this dip right here, right now. You can set a fairly tight stop over here. If we make a new low, it's just no good. And you're betting on new highs or something, like say 40% higher or such. What you want to know here is some kind of ICO multiplier. Do I have some saved? Yes, I do, but what about against USD? Okay, so we are gonna switch to... Okay, so 15x, right? That's your target. It's right now ranging between around something like 10x, right? Because the ICO was 40 cents, so yeah, 40 cents, there you go. So yeah, what was it? 6 USD. 6 USD. Something like 45%. That's what you're looking for over here on Tezos, right? Yeah, and you can just leverage it up. This is 5% stop. Okay, in an altcoin, in my eyes. This looks like good deal to me. Matic. So Matic's interesting. Matic just it looks very different against dollar and against Bitcoin. So let's look at dollar right now. It had this nice range over here. It broke out, it retested it, and now it's continuing on up. So over here, this is a nice support. You want to go long over here on this support. If we zoom out, yeah, sure, looks good. Put the support over here. It looks good against dollar, right? The only resistance ahead is 4 cents. This was some nasty distribution. That was the 50% or 70% dump, wasn't it? That looked like a nice uptrend, and then it just died in a single day. So Matic, but against BTC, a lot more overhead, right? It hasn't broken out yet. Do I have a chart saved? I don't. Go away, Wasp. So it's very noisy against Bitcoin. It broke back into the range against BTC. I just wouldn't be watching the BTC chart because there is not many signals there. So there was a comment. Litecoin hasn't had a competitively released ASIC since the L3s. Since the L3 Plus, yes. That was what, 2017, early 2017, and I mean it's logical. Let's not this one. Let's use this one. LTC, CoinMarketCap, weekly. Right, so it just hasn't made any proper moves, right? To fuel innovation in ASIC design, you need money, right? And the money comes from higher revenue from mining. And if your price is stagnating, you are not going to have innovation and new ASICs. And I've got the halving over here. Since that's cut the revenue in half. We all knew this halving dump was coming, we just didn't know when, and it just didn't stop. The price even went minus 50% since the halving, and then it stayed in that range ever since. So I just don't see us with the new Litecoin ASIC for the foreseeable future. The price would have to break above $100 for a new machine, not only to be feasible, but to also feasible to develop, but also feasible for miners to buy, to upgrade to a new generation, because you're introducing a new capex cost, whereas right now all these miners are mining at very low costs. Everyone who wasn't at a low cost has been pushed out by now. So it's a stagnant network, most likely. Let's just check it. Actually, Litecoin. Yeah. So let's filter it from 2018. Right. So we are slowly climbing back up since the start of 2020. So the reason there, the price is in a range, right? But there's always gonna be people who can find cheap electricity. So right now, if the price is stagnant and the revenue is stagnant, the hash rate's gonna very, very slowly grow over time. There's no way though that so this is something like 450 terahashes. Right now we are not even at 300. So that's 150 terahashes of L3 pluses that are not turned on. Someone's holding on to them, unless they scrap them. I doubt all of this hash rate is scrapped. It's just waiting in warehouses for the price to go up, for the machines to be sold to someone with cheap electricity, and that's it, right? Or they just rust and die. But I don't know how long that would have to take for them to die like that. I just don't see a new Litecoin miner coming out in these market conditions. Litecoin would have to appreciate significantly, like double from here, for some kind of ASIC producer to step up and try and build a new machine that would be much more efficient than L3 Plus. Ripple. So Ripple still hasn't recovered from the February-March dump. So situation is similar to what? EOS, was it? We skipped something. We were on Tezos, which just broke out. So let's keep going with the large caps, because they're gonna look fairly similar, right? So Litecoin is a laggard. We don't want that. EOS hasn't recovered the highs, but it's making its way there. It broke out from a flag like the day before yesterday. RSI div, which means it's an uptrend. I'll talk about that sometime, because everyone uses RSI wrong. Alright, so we are right now in this zone over here, where we've previously consolidated a couple times. So let's put a horizontal over here. So what we are expecting is something like this, right? We consolidate in this area around here, and then push higher, right? That's the expected move. And it's in line with what we are expecting and what we are seeing from this altcoin index, from this large cap index. So EOS is most likely gonna follow the rest of the pack in its own way, as it always has. Ethereum Classic looks like shit, to be honest, in comparison with everything else. It hasn't even broken out from this. So you can see this on almost everything else, right? Where on EOS it's like this range over here. On Litecoin it's this over here. On Tezos it's this over here, invalidated a couple times, as you can see. Even on Link, right, you can see it as this over here. It's just that it broke out and hasn't stopped since. So these are stronger because they weren't raging for all these months. They were like, they made new highs, but they are over here, right? Like these ranges, they are there. It's just that these coins made new highs in the meantime. So it's almost not visible on this shitcoin index because they've just been going up so strongly, right? So we can see it everywhere on these coins. Very similar. But there are outliers, and this is the shitty outlier you don't want to be stuck in. This is lagging behind the laggard. This is lagging behind Litecoin. Holy shit. This is like the weakest member of the pack, and therefore is the most likely to get eaten by the wolves. You know what I mean? Like, it's, why would you bet on this? The network's dead. Nobody's building tokens on it. It was under a 51% attack recently, and no wonder, because it's a single bigger Ethereum farm that can 51% attack Ethereum Classic. All they need is like an opening in terms of some kind of shitty exchange infrastructure. So that's what they've been looking the entire time. They found it, they exploited it, and that's how Ethereum Classic is gonna die. We'll see what happens when Ethereum switches to proof of stake over time, but until then, Ethereum Classic is not looking good. So Matic, right? Uptrend, same thing over here, the same range. Kind of flaggy, and it's consolidating, most likely before pushing higher. This support looks nice, so this looks like a good tip to buy while it's still there. Let me just draw it for future reference. So buy over here right now, essentially. If we make a lower low, even right here, like if we make new lows from this week, and I would just get the fuck out. And what's our target? This high over here. I like it. This is very tight. I like it. Algo. Okay. So this broadening wedge Let's zoom in to see it better, right? No, you don't see a broadening wedge too often in an uptrend like this, but you know, whatever. It's a pattern, so again, a nice dip, very tight. You can buy now. If it makes a new low, and it looks like shit. And what's our target? The next resistance, which is, say, over here. So another 40%. Very doable. Where do we stop? I would bet over here. Yeah, close to it. So this looks like, is it more mid or shit? Probably mid, because we can define this range over here much better, right? Yes, so algo looks more like mid, so you can draw comparisons to mid instead of shit right now. Yeah. EOS, yeah, we talked about EOS. Ripple, crowd favorite. So this was a flag, we broke out from it, right? We are having issues with this resistance, but we did break out from the flag. This is an entry, so it looks like it is going higher. So set up a new low, right? And your target, is like a new high over here, somewhere in this range, right? Because we can't say where it will stop in this range. So this is like a typical distribution where it got fucked up on both sides, just to fuck with as many people as possible, right? Same thing. This looks like alt prep. It looks exactly the fucking same. So this is right inside the pack right now. Exactly the same. BSV looks like shit because it's still in the range, right? It barely even broke out, and you don't want to see this type of correction to dip inside the range, like deep inside of it. No, you want it to stop on top of it. So over here, you wanted it to stop over here where the price is right now. As usual, a bunch of overhead resistance. I placed this over here because I'm gonna draw this. Yeah, okay, over here. So this is the next resistance you're looking at. This is like the confluence of all this bullshit that happened here. Bitcoin Church. Similar, kind of broke out. This is similar to EOS. But weaker, isn't it? Because we see the same type of structure like with these flags on EOS, or yeah, right? But it's lagging. It's lagging behind EOS. It should be here already. That's no good. So you can be betting on this move over here though, right? But where do you put your stop? You might as well try and enter EOS somewhere over here. Stop at a new low. Target is previous high. Whereas this doesn't really have good risk reward. Right? 1-to-1 almost. No good. So this one I got stopped out on. Yeah, I was looking at this pennant as a pattern to go long on, and I just got stopped out. So that sucked, but that's life. And we are just struggling ever since. Is it lagging behind the exchange perp? It kind of looks similar, right? It's the biggest portion of the index as well. It's got a lot of weight there. So you might as well be holding the exchange perp if you want to buy this. Tron, okay. So this is a large cap, but it looks a lot like some mid caps, right? Which is interesting. That's very, very interesting. That implies a lot of strength. RSI is over 80. So you want to enter on a pullback. It might go even over here, but I kind of doubt that. Yeah, this is more likely over here. So enter over here, stop at the next low, target retest of the highs for now. Looks good. It's kind of overextended right now though. If it continues, that's just worse setup, but same uptrend. Atom. I can't even draw a flag there. It's just ugly. Let's draw horizontal here. No, right here, right? For some reason, they're like mid these ranges. They just kind of changed. That's interesting. So this is flagging. And this is like this. Extended symmetrical triangle, something like that. It's definitely tightening. I don't like all this empty space here. In a pattern, you don't want too much empty space. It should be filled out with price action, but it's never perfect. So again, it's an uptrend. If we do this, yeah. So we want to enter right here, stop at the new lows, and target's gonna be like somewhere. Did Atom go to a higher price sometime in the past? Apparently it did. So $7 is 500% from ICO. So for now, That's your first target. Not too exciting, to be honest. But it is where we stopped previously. Okay, B. That's weak, dude. It's very weak. I don't like it. If it makes new highs, then I'll like it. So, new highs, stop at new lows, just keep going forever, yeah. Tomo. Not bad, dude. Still strong uptrend. Definitely a flag over here. Hasn't made any significant lows for now. Seems quite overextended though. Or is it? I don't know. I have no opinion on this. It's an uptrend though, so it doesn't look bad for now. Dogecoin. Fucking TikTok broke the chart, dude. They didn't even pump it properly. That's what pissing me off. Most fucking Zoomers can't do anything right, man. They can't even pump shit coins. Why do you even live if you can't pump Dogecoin? Yeah, it's slowly consolidating from this bullshit move. It's an uptrend, so I would expect it to go up with the other large caps. It's not too exciting though. It can move very explosively, which is nice. I've been watching this. It's BitMax token. That's an exchange token, so it's one of those leaders in the exchange index. This is why the index looks almost good. Like, this is the only performer in the index, is BitMax. Nothing else is performing well in the index, which is fascinating. So Bitcoin volatility still making new lows, dude. I'm not happy about it. I thought it would go up with an uptrend, but Bitcoin is just moving too slowly and not enough when it does. So I wouldn't be long BVOL for the foreseeable future. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all, dude. This is meta. So it's new, so it's clearly DeFi. It got listed with EFI and Balancer and all this other garbage that I don't know the fundamentals of. But this one doesn't look good, dude. It broke down. What's that, like the day before yesterday? I was actually long on it. When it broke out, I bought the support and I bought it again, and then I got stopped out on a new low, and right here, it even retested the new lows, and it's continuing on down. It doesn't look good. Yeah, I'm gonna reconsider if it goes above $6.50 again. This is crucial. $7 even. Solana. So this is daily, right? So this is still a flag, but it cannot continue much lower. Maybe even here on the bodies of the candles. It just can't continue lower, dude. If it does, then that's goodbye uptrend, where it will just keep doing that forever, like this. Forever meaning the next month or something. It's just gonna bleed out slowly. It cannot continue lower like this. It has to stop here. So yeah, right here is good long opportunity. If it makes a new low, that's your signal to fuck off and target new highs, dude. New highs. Maker. It just doesn't pump properly, dude. It's got like this curse of being bought by Bernesky or something. Not much that Bernesky buys has pumped since he started his VC fund. I don't know why. I like his stuff, but they are in Decred, right? They are in Zcash, they are in Maker. They're fundamentally fairly strong, but I'm not convinced by holding any of these tokens long term. So, yeah, the verdict, undecided. I don't like it though. This is an uptrend, so I would say your target is Bitcoin price, and it's trying to catch up to the Bitcoin price, and you don't want to see a new low, you don't want to see that support broken, and you want to see the Bitcoin price. Fairly simple. It hasn't even fucking moved when Bitcoin moved, so that's a very good sign. This is Turkish lira. I don't even want to say it. I don't give a shit about Turkish lira. Balancer. Let's draw something like this. No. Because it tightens. Start over here. Like that. Similar to Solana, right? Same age as well. It's like this generation of pumps. Yeah. This is useless. Let me delete it. Horizontal support instead or something. Yeah, you could call this an inverted head and shoulders if you wanted to. something like that, whatever. It's an uptrend though. Where does it stop? I don't know. I don't know. You would probably be best off looking at some private pre-sale multipliers or something like that. It cannot correct too much anymore though, because this is what, minus 30%. It should start going up soon. So what you want is a breakout, hopefully a retest even, and then continuation, right? So the moment you do see the breakout, you put a stop on a new low and you target a new high, say $30, because round number or something. Thorchain, so this is the weakest member of these new ads, but that's because it already had a massive pump behind it. So this is very similar to Synthetix in terms of chart for the longest time, and now that they are listed on different places, they kind of fell apart, so you cannot say they follow each other anymore. But yeah, this is the weakest looking one out of the new bunch, which is no, it's not. Meta looks like shit, and Sexcoin or whatever the fucking name is, Swipe, they look like, they don't look good. They look exhausted, dude. They look exhausted. They look like they want to pass the torch to large caps or something. SXP, we talked about this. It doesn't look good, and I'll just stay short for now. And DeFi all over, overall rather, looks good still. I don't even know what's in this index, but it looks better than the individual coins in the index itself. So daily, can we draw something similar to what we drew with the other indexes? Not really, can we? It moves a lot faster. So horizontal over here. It does retest the previous highs fairly steadily, so it's still an uptrend. It's absolutely an uptrend. So breakout, not even a retest, breakout, retest, breakout, retest, breakout, retest, breakout, retest, right? So you want to go long, you want to stop at the new low, and your target's gonna be somewhere in new heights. That's that for FTX. I might do a different exchange for the next stream. I think the next stream is gonna be on Thursday or Friday. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna keep charting with Hashrate TV. I hope you are looking forward to more streams from me. It's mostly gonna be pure technical analysis with a bit of rambling on fundamentals and mining aspects of the given coins. See you next time.